Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on tonight's call. I'm going to share my screen and just kind of go over what's going on for tonight. I always forget how to play. Oh, there we go. So we have Alicia doing our call tonight on the courage of carrying on. So I'm really excited to hear what she has to say. Just want to congratulate again those who have hit Success Club for August. We still have a ton of time left. Things can obviously just change very quickly in this business over time. So just because it's the 19th, you all seriously have a lot of time to help those people. So Success Club 5, we have Julie, we have Jennifer, Allison, Jessie, Charlotte, Mary Grace, Shannon, Taryn, and Bridget. And then me for Success Club 10. And still, I think, whoever hits Success Club 10 first in August will win a prize. No one's gotten it yet, so I'm excited to give that away to the first person who hits Success Club 10 for the month of August. And then rank advancement, so happy for Nicole. She reached diamond rank, and she did it pretty quickly too. Nicole just is one of those people that you absolutely just fall in love with, and she's just so warm and welcoming, and she really just knows how to just get out there, share her story, and I think that's what really resonated with a lot of people, was that she wasn't afraid to kind of let her guard down, and she really opened up to people right away. And if you know Nicole's story, it's very heartbreaking, but just her spirit to come back from that was absolutely amazing. And I'm just so happy for her. So congratulations, Nicole. Still, we have the August promotions. Size challenge pack is at 140. 3-day refresh challenge pack is 140. And I believe the Beachbody Performance line is still free shipping until the last day of August. All right, so some housekeeping things I went over last week too, but want to just keep reminding people in case you didn't make the call last week. We have our team calendar that is pinned up to the top of the team page. So if you are on a phone, you have to click on pinned post to actually see this. If you are on a computer, it's the first post on the top of the page. This way you can see when all the team calls are. Obviously, we're going to stick with Wednesday, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Eastern Central Time. You get to see when all of our trainings are going to be happening. Tells you good times to start your challenge groups. If you want to do a free clean eating group, tells you a good time to get those done. That way you can hit Success Club without worrying at the end. Team Bearcat training, 90 Days to Diamond, is every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Central. It's the same phone number and same PIN. So jot this down, and I also put it in our team page too. I put the recording down in the file section. So if you want to follow this training but you can't make it on Monday nights, I post in that files section the recording for this training. Obviously, I think it's great to learn from not just me, not just the coaches on our team, but learn from Bob Lucido, who does the Team Bearcat training. Learn from other coaches too. It's just really invaluable because I'm sure you get bored of listening to me. And when you hear it coming from somebody else, it might be the same thing, but it just might click that one time. So I looked over a lot of the surveys that we got back for the team trainings. And thank you for the 20 people who did fill that out, because it was really helpful for me to kind of look at it and see what we need to do better. A couple things I saw that I wanted to talk about was one-on-one calls. People said that they would like some one-on-one calls. You don't have to wait until like a team call or wait until like the training to talk to us. Just if you want a one-on-one call, honestly, you just have to send me a message. Say, hey, Rose, I want to a one-on-one call, or whoever your direct diamond upline is, either Rachel or Tracy or Nicole, Jessica, Alicia, whoever. If you want a one-on-one call with one of us, all you really have to do is ask. We just ask you to be present when you're on that call. Pretty simple, right? October 17th, of course, next Super Saturday. Mark it in your calendar. I'm telling you now. So don't tell me October 17th you have something planned, because we have Super Saturday. Also, what I saw in the team recently was people didn't have their Facebook profile on public, which is all right if you have a like page. So either you want to put your profile on public. This way, when you post, your friends of friends can see it. You know, some people don't want their profile on Facebook to be public for, you know, family reasons, for kids. Absolutely fine, but then you want to make sure that you have a like page so that you can really widen out that network of people that you're talking to. You're just not talking to the same people over and over. Jennifer had an amazing idea of forming a pod squad, and we are on our 4th day tomorrow, and it's really cool. It just kind of, so what we do, it's just another like private group that Jen made up, of where each day we listen to a different personal development from a podcast, either being our first 3 days was Shailene Johnson, and then tomorrow we're going into Brendan Bouchard. And then we just kind of talk about what we learned. So it's really a great way to just kind of keep yourself accountable to doing that personal development, because I think that's the one thing that a lot of people leave out just because they don't think you need it, or it kind of gets pushed to the wayside. But I promise you, if you don't do that third vital behavior, you're going to miss out big time, and it's going to show. So if you still would want to be added to the group, just reach out to Jen and she can add you to the group. Also, I'm holding a 21-day fix challenge group starting this Monday. I'll probably open up the group tomorrow to get people prepped. But if you're a new coach and you want to see what a challenge group looks like, just send me a message. I'll get you in on that group. Or if you have any customers, or if you want to just run it with me, just let me know and we can, do it together. And then also, I think all of you kind of saw my big post last night, which I was really excited to do, because I literally have been thinking of that post since I became a coach. Like, in my mind, I was thinking, all right, when I leave my full-time job, like, what is my post going to say? What picture am I going to do? So it really just came to life yesterday when I got to share that with everybody. And I just want to say thank you to all of you, because honestly, without you guys, it would just be me here. I wouldn't be able to leave my full-time job. Sorry, I didn't want to cry. I wouldn't be able to be buying a brand new house. It's just absolutely amazing what this business has done for me. And I truly, deeply from the bottom of my heart, I thank each and every one of you. Because like I said, it would just be me doing this by myself if I didn't have all of you guys. So please share my story. And that's what I did when I was a brand new coach. I didn't have a story to share. I shared Lisa's. I shared Bob's. But now I can share my own. So if you are brand new and you don't think you have a story to share with people, totally use my story. Even, share it on Facebook. I know Jessica Bryson shared it yesterday. She got a ton of people just liking it and commenting on it. I think it's pretty awesome. So thank you. That's it that I wanted to talk about without any more tears. So we're going to have Alicia actually start, and I'll stop talking. All right, Alicia, you're on, girl.
Hey, guys. I'm just going to share with you a little bit of my story for those of you who don't know me or maybe are new. I come from a tiny little small community way up yonder in North Dakota, and I live on a farm with just me and my husband and my in-laws and about 400 cows. And I guess I started PiYo back in January, and I didn't start coaching until about beginning of April, mid-April, officially. I guess I got into Beachbody when last year I noticed that I was having a lot of joint pain in my hands, and I just didn't really want to go into the doctor about it last summer because my grandpa has rheumatoid arthritis really bad, and he struggled all his life with it. since he's been young, and I just kind of knew what was coming, but I just didn't want to hear it from a doctor. And so I put it off, and then finally last fall I went and I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, and I was only 23 then, I'm 24 now. And then later on I was diagnosed with psoriasis, and both of which are autoimmune diseases. There is no cure. They basically want to put you on harsh medication, which I do not want, and I have not taken a single pill for anything yet. And I guess then later on in the fall to winter of the year, I noticed one of my Facebook friends that I had met through a wedding planning site or blog when we were both planning our weddings back in 2013, and she's actually from Canada, and she was doing PiYo, and I thought, this sounds kind of interesting. Like, I had no idea of Beachbody or what it was or what PiYo was. So I Googled it and I was like, oh, this sounds fun. Like, I could totally do this. And so I ordered it, and I planned on starting in January. And little did I know that you could sign up under people. Otherwise, I would have probably signed up under her. But Rose got me as a free customer, and she started texting me, and I was like, who is this? Like, I had no idea, and I was like, I'm kind of one of those people that I like to do my own thing. And so I think I probably, who knows what I said to her in the beginning, but, so we got together, and it's just been kind of no looking back ever since. And since I've been on Shakeology, my psoriasis has completely cleared up. Like, it was all over my body. Like, I had scars from it, even on our wedding pictures. On my arms and legs were just covered, and now I just have a few tiny spots on my thighs. But other than that, it's been really great. My arthritis has been good with exercise to keep my joints active. But I still have flare-ups every now and then, and I'm actually planning on seeing a rheumatologist again this fall to get, a little bit more in depth of what my condition is and to know if I need to go on medication or not. So that's kind of my story. But tonight's call is called The Courage to Continue. I'm going to start out with a quote. It's by Winston Churchill. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. And it is the courage to continue that counts. So this past month was really hard, and it was even brutal at times. July was also a fun and exciting month. My husband and I celebrated our second wedding anniversary, and in late July, we took a mini vacation to my brother-in-law's cabin at the lake in Minnesota to spend 3 days full of family. It was really great, but not being available to my customers and reaching out didn't go so great for me at the end of the month. I was also having some bad flare-ups with my arthritis and my psoriasis, probably from eating poorly and probably the stress of work. I also work full-time at an interstate engineering company in Jamestown, which is about 55 miles one way from our farm. But that also made it inviting and reaching out to people even harder when you don't feel like doing anything but laying on the couch and crying out in pain. Somewhere between feeling sorry for myself and my month of July hiatus, I got my mojo back. Last month, I didn't hit Success Club, and I dropped ranks back to Emerald because the coach pretty much gave up. I was literally kicking myself until I heard last week's call, or a couple weeks ago, I guess, from Danielle, and I had a heart-to-heart at the end of the month with myself. Danielle's call confirmed that I am right where I'm supposed to be. It may be a harsh reality since I wasn't working overly hard in July. I guess everyone needs time off, but too much time away can be bad for business and bad for the mind. Rose probably didn't even know this, but there were so many reasons going through my head to quit. Just give up like you do everything else. It's not worth it. No one wants to get fit anymore. Summer is basically over. Is it me? I'm not a good coach. I wasn't meant to do this. Why me? And on and on and on. At this point, more than ever, I needed to remember my why. Why am I doing this? It has to be deeper than the disappointment or getting 10 no's or getting negative feedback from your friends and family. But when you drop ranks and think you have run out of people to coach, it really hurts. And that's when you have to dig deeper yet. This is when we need to recommit ourselves to what we are doing. Number one, our number one reason is our whys, of course. This is why we as coaches stress about having a why and the deeper reason of why you want to be a coach. There is meaning and reason behind it. This is also why we encourage your why to tug on the heartstrings and to remind you when we are falling apart. Your why should be the glue that holds you together, keeps you motivated, and gets you up after you've been knocked down, and probably knocked down many times. We always say your why is your most important asset that you have because it's yours. And if you haven't needed it yet, you will, trust me. So make sure you get one nailed down. This past month, I didn't hit Success Club. I had 3 points, which means I helped 2 people and probably one other person through Shakeology. That is the why we should be looking at Success Club, not the reason we should be looking at Success Club or the monthly prizes or the money. It is so easy to get roped into the money and the success of it all. You aren't a Beachbody coach for the money. Yes, you are probably using it to pay off debt, go on a vacation, or pay for student loans, but you wouldn't be here if you were wanting to get fit and healthy, just like the people that are buying the challenge packs from you. You wouldn't even be here or have thought of being a coach if you knew the programs didn't work or that you didn't have your own success story through Beachbody. Other people are trusting you to help them get fit, healthy, and get the results just like you had or you have now. These people look up to you. They want what you have. They admire you. They are purchasing this program from you because they trust you and they want your help. And that's where I just take a step back and examine my heart. Yes, the week-to-week paycheck is great and it helps a lot. It pays for my groceries most weeks. But we aren't really here and we aren't really coaches if we only are in it for the money or to be the next Lindsay Matway. Yes, I know we have to dream big and we have to have the positive attitude every day, but when money gets involved, it gets hard. We as humans get greedy, selfish, and we only want fame and glory for ourselves. But we wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for people believing and trusting in that they too want a better life for themselves. And that alone has to outshine the money, the free trips, the Success Club, and our growing team. We are helping people become better, and that is what should be motivating us. Now that you know your true reason of being right where you're supposed to be, put that into what you are doing. This month, I've kept the initial thought of you are helping people become better in front of my Success Club and my goals. My goals this month involve helping other people become fit and healthy. Getting a Success Club point is just a bonus, as well as the paycheck. This mantra has really helped this month. It helped me be a better storyteller of my own story and my own personal why. It has helped me to be kinder and not the pushy door-to-door salesman that we all think is annoying. I am thinking of the other people first and helping them in the way that I would want to be helped. And it also helps, too, is like in your conversations, you're thinking of helping them instead of your own glory. And this just puts it in perspective for me, I guess, and knowing that I'm helping people instead of just getting a Success Club point or, getting a paycheck. And this ultimately leads to better coaches, better leaders, and better people in general. And this is what we want on our team and what you should want on your team. So right now, I want you to take a couple of minutes to write down your perfect customer and also your perfect coach or leader. Think about their traits and qualities. Think about how they treat you and how you feel around them. Think about the details that they will help you personally maybe as a friend instead of a coach status. So just take a couple of minutes and think about like your perfect coach or your perfect customer that you are helping, or maybe the perfect conversation. And don't think about, the Success Club points. Just have an open mind that you are helping these people and you're not doing it for the wrong reasons. You're doing it for all the right reasons. Okay, so what did you come up with? Are these the two people that you just described, something that you would want as a coach or a leader or even on your team? If not, you have something to do this week. You have some characteristics and some traits to live up to. If you put, hardworking and goal setting and maybe positive, and you're not these qualities, then maybe you need to start being these qualities so you attract that type of quality to be on your team. And someday, like Rose said, we're all going to be in her position at some point. We're going to be building our own team. We're going to have people underneath us. And you got to think about those people that are underneath you and how you want them to be. If you want them to be negative and kind of nasty people and maybe just thinking about their own glory and their own success, then you're going to attract those people if you are that person. So you have to always think ahead in this business. Ultimately, we are here because we are coaches. We are here to help people, not to grab the next paycheck. For me, it took a while for this to sink in, just because at first it's like you get so caught up in the glory of things, and there's so many amazing coaches out there right now that are making, are like Rose even, and just are so much ahead of you right now where you're at, or me. And it's so easy to compare yourself to others, but you can't compare yourself because, some of these coaches maybe started 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, and maybe you just started a month ago. So you can't compare your story to theirs. You'll get there eventually, I'm sure, and we all will be there. We are here to help people and not to grab the next paycheck. Not that I'm greedy or self-centered, but sometimes it's hard to get caught up in the fame that this business offers, which is amazing. And I'm not complaining when I say all this, but it's just so easy to get wrapped up in that. But we always have to remember that we started out as unhealthy, maybe overweight, not goal-orientated people. So always think of where you started to where you are now. Right now, I am at 4 Success Club points. I'm not freaking out as much as I'd like to, but I know that I'm doing what I can. And so far, I've helped 2 people, which is great. So we always need to remember we are one of our customers. And that thought can definitely humble us to be a better coach and a better person. So I'm leaving you with a couple of quotes that I found and that I really like. One is, success isn't just about what you accomplish in your life. It's what you inspire others to do. Help others achieve their dreams and you will achieve yours. You have not lived today until you have done something for someone who can never repay you. Success seems to be connected with action. Successful people keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't quit. And that is all I have for tonight. I hope you guys were inspired and you can take something from it and learn and build your team upon it.
Did anybody have any questions for Alicia? Great job, girl. Second time. Questions, comments? I just wanted to say there was, I think it was Shailene on one of her podcasts. Jen, correct me if I'm wrong. There was something about, money and how, it just has that stigma attached to it of, just kind of that yucky feeling or, just being snobby about it. But look at it as a way that you can serve other people. So don't say or look at it as what can I get out of it for me. Make it about how can I use this to serve other people? How can I use this to enrich other people's lives? What will that give you the opportunity to do so that you can help more people? So I just found that helpful. Going once, going twice. All right, thanks so much, Alicia. Have a great night, everyone. Oh, Nicole, I'll put up a new link in the team in the leadership page. Okay, good night.